Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. And today's video will be on an XY differences Sudoku. This is the second in the series, and that's the reason why you see the Roman numeral 2 there. There are many such XY differences Sudoku on LMD portal, and all of those, or most of those, were created by Glum Hippo, aka Philipp Blume. One whose Sudokus we have covered previously, but very long back, I would say. So the primary reason for covering this Sudoku is it is present in the Sudoku GP that has already started as I'm making this video on World Puzzle Federation website. The round 2 is authored by Edouard Lebeau, author from France. So I would highly recommend you to try giving the Sudoku GP contest, because the quality of Sudokus is really high in there. And this is one of the, you can say, high or medium pointers. I think it's 50 points in the contest, and a variant which you don't see often. There is one other variant in the contest, which is a really tricky one, Nightmare Sudoku. So really interesting mix of variants. So do check out the IV there if you get the time. So this is a live solve. Let's hope I get through to the Sudoku. Let's start the solve. The rules are normal Sudoku rules apply. Of course, each row, each column and 3x3 box in the grid has digits 1 to 9, no repetitions. And then you can see diamonds in the grid, right? If there is a diamond between two horizontally adjacent cells, then the absolute value of the difference is the same as the first digit in that row. So what it basically means is, if you take the difference of these digits, let's say you have a 6 here and a 9 here. Now the difference of these digits is 3. Then 3 must be the first digit in that row, right? And the same applies for column. So let's remove this example here. Let's say I have a 2 and a 6 here, right? Okay, 2 and a 6 is a bad example. 2 is already there. Let's say you have a 1 and 4 here. The difference is 3, right? So which means that the topmost cell in that column must have a 3. So if it is a row, it will be the first cell in the row. The difference will be denoted by the first cell in the row. And if it is the column, the difference will be denoted by the first cell in the column. And all possible diamonds are given, meaning if you, for example, consider this column, there is a really nice trick here. Based on the digits I have taken, you have deduced that a 3 must go here. Now you can't have a 4 here as per rules, because then you must have a diamond here, right? 7 minus 4 is 3, and you must have a diamond here as per rules. That is, all possible diamonds are given in the grid. So these are the rules basically. And with that, we'll start this grid by Philipp Blume. Right, so the one trick that you, a basic trick that you get to use in this Sudoku is 9 is very restricted, and 9 must only be in rows and columns where there are no diamonds, because there can never be 2 digits with a difference of 9. So that is one of the tricks that you can use. Let's try to see if that trick is usable here. Sometimes you get a lot of possibilities for 9s. So if I see where in row 1 my 9 goes, 9 can't be here because you have a diamond here. Similarly, it can't be here, can't be in this column, can't be in this column, can't be in this column. And just 2 options left to us. You can notice that in both columns 1 and 2, column 1, there is one more diamond, right? So which means 9 in row 1 must be in row 1, column 2. No other cell can take the 9. Let's use the similar idea in this column 1 now. 9 can be in these 2 cells, and 9 can be in these 2 cells. But 9 can be eliminated from here because there is a diamond. 9 could be here. 9 cannot be here because there are lots of diamonds here. So 9 has 2 possibilities. In row 4, there is no horizontal diamond. I shouldn't say horizontal diamond, I should rather say diamond between horizontally adjacent cells, right? That will be more appropriate. Just a second. Okay. So this is one of the tricks that you can use in the Sudoku. What else? You can get the candidates that are possible along a column which has a lot of diamonds. For example, you can see that there are 4 diamonds in this column. Now that really restricts the possibilities. If you have 4 diamonds and all these pair of 4 digits are distinct, right? You cannot have more than 5 in the first cell, because if you have a 6, you have only 3 pairs of digits with the different 6, and anything above that is surely going to be even more restricted. So this can only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 5 is ruled out, so it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Can a 4 be possible? No, 4 is not possible. Reason being, if you have a 4 here, the difference between vertically adjacent cells in that column would be a 4, right? And look where the 3 goes now in this column. 3 with a difference of 4 will always have 7 as its pair, but 7 does not have a diamond in its adjacent cell, so clearly this is not a 4, so it can only be a 1, 2 or a 3. That is interesting. So if you have a 1, this will be 2 because you have a diamond between those cells. If you have a 2, that will be 4 here. If you have a 3, that will be a 6 here. Excellent. So that is one such thing we can use. Okay, we've also been given the first digit in row 8. Sometimes we tend to miss, our eyes kind of overrun through it, thinking of it as a normal clue, but in this type of variant, always remember the digits in this column and digits in the row 1 and column 1 are very powerful, especially if there are some diamonds along that. So you have a 6 here, which means these 2 cells must differ by 6. It can be 1, 7, 2, 8 or 3, 9. 3, 9 is ruled out, so it is 1, 7 or 2, 8. These are the only possibilities. Right, now what? Okay, I could do some Sudoku in here. Should not forget basic Sudoku skills in any variant. I also have a 5 in here. So which means since there are no diamonds along the column, none of the adjacent digits in column 8 can differ by a 5, right? Okay, there is not much in there with that. I could write some pencil marks here and then consequently put the digits here, but that seems a little bit tedious. But let's see if there is something more cleaner or interesting. Is there any other row or column which is restricted in terms of the number of diamonds? For example, this column has only 1 diamond. Nothing much we can do with that, but this row really catches my eye. There are 3 diamonds and with distinct pair of digits, so you can maximum go till 6, so which means this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how do I say you can go till 6? Because if you have a 7, 8 or a 9 in column in that row 5 column 1, then you can't find 3 pairs of digits which differ by 7, 8 or a 9. Not possible. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. 5 is ruled out because then this will be 5, 10. Not possible. 3 is also ruled out because if you have 3, this will be 6. Again, not possible. So it's in these kind of Sudokus, it's very important to identify the one cell which gives you a lot of data. Right? For example, you could write pencil marks all over the grid and then you may end up with nothing, or you may end up wasting a lot of time. So it's important to identify the right cells. So 1 gives a 2 here, 2 gives a 4 here. Obviously, if you look one step further, you can eliminate 2. I'm sorry, from here, because that will instantly force a 4 here. Now you notice 4 and 6 are together, but there is no diamond between them. So 2 is ruled out. So now I think you should get the gist of the idea in the Sudoku, right? So this can only be 1 or a 4, and this will consequently be 2 or a 8. Excellent. Now let's use that. It is not 4, guys. If it's a 4, this will be 8. And what does 6 take? It will have to take a 2, but 2 is ruled out. Excellent, right? So this has to be a 1, which means this is a 2. This will be 5 or a 7. And very interesting. and 9 here in this cell will force 8 in this cell. Okay. Two must go by Sudoku here in row 6, column 7 and 8. Okay. Right, these two differ by 1, and 9 in row 5 has to be in one of these two cells, which is also interesting. Which means I can't have 8 in here because there is no diamond between these pair of cells. So 8 goes in here. Okay. What do I do next? It's time to really identify that next cell, which is going to give us a lot of information. I'm coming back to this area again. Can we do something more there? Oh, 3 can be ruled out, guys. That is interesting. The moment you have a 3 here, this will be a 6. Now, where does a 4 go in this column? A 4, okay. 4 can go with a 1, right? I thought it has to go with a 7. 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 8 and 9. It's not possible. 3 and 6 is not possible. Right? Because, how do I explain it in the best possible way? There is no way you can fit 3 pairs of digits. The simplest way to say is there is no way you can find 3 pairs of digits to fit in these diamonds which differ by 3. Let's say you have 3, 6, 7 here. And where does the 9 go now in this column? 9 has to take a 6 in order to have a difference of 3. But none of these diamonds can have a 6 because 6 is already here. Excellent. So 6 is ruled out, right? 3 isn't here, 6 isn't here. 1 and 2, 2 and 4. 2 is surely in these two cells. And that eliminates 2 from here, which eliminates 8 from here. So 2 goes in one of these two cells. And again, a beautiful and sharp deduction. You can't have 2 in row 7, column 6. Now, can you? If you have a 2 in this cell, this will instantly be forced as 7, and 5 is forced in column 1. Ruled out. Because you already have a 5 in here. So 2 goes in here. So this is consequently forced as an 8. And now this is, if this is, the difference along this column is 1, this has to be a 9. And if the difference is 2, this has to be a 6. Fantastic. What do we do next? So the progress is really minuscule, but it's proceeding. Let's look at the possibilities here because I see it's restricted. It can only be 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Now, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you might notice that I seldom write digits, cells having more than 3 candidates in here, but I've taken an exception here writing 5 candidates. The reason is, whatever goes in here, that will instantly put a restriction here. So you can eliminate some more digits, and that's why I'd put that. For example, if you have 1 here, the difference is 1. Again, 1 is forced here. Not possible. 2 ones in the column. And if you have, let's say, a 4 in here, difference is 2. Again, 2 is forced here. So not possible. So 5 forces 3. 3 is also not possible. Excellent. So now you can see why I wrote all those digits. A 6 forces a 4 and 9 forces a 7. And 7 is also ruled out. So this has to be a 4, this has to be a 6, this has to be a 9, which means 1 is the difference along the column 1 and 2. Look the joy that you get now. Very, very interesting, right? The moment you strike at the right place, you start beginning to hit gold. So and that's what I would request our viewers, if you're happening to solve this variant anywhere, be it the GP or even the leisure solve, or you feel interested in this variant and want to try this out, you can always go to LMD. Lots of Sudokus on XY differences there. Right. So 1, 2, 7, 8 and 9, 3 and 6. So this will be 4 or a 5. And I know there are two pairs of diamonds which differ by exactly 1. So 3 4 go together and 5 6 go together. So this is 4, this is 3, 5 gives us 6. Okay. Nice. Now where does the 6 go in this column? 6 is not here. You can't put a 6 here because there is no diamond between these two cells, right? Which means 6 has to be here, which forces 5 here, and this will be a 3 4 pair. And now 9 in this column, 9 in that row, I mean, forced here, which means 8 is going here because of these two diamonds. So 8 9 1 2 6. So I need 3 4 5 7. This will be 3 4 by Sudoku, and this will be a 5 or a 7. All right. Now I have a diamond here, so if it's a 5, this will be forced as a 4, which is an instant no. So this is a 7, this is a 2, because difference is 2 here. 7 gives a 5 here. And now look at these two cells, there is no diamond, so you can't have adjacent digits differing by 1, because 1 is the first digit. 3 goes here, 4 goes here, 4 goes here. So these will be a 1 7 8. Excellent. So you also can get to use the vice versa with powerful effect. By vice versa, I mean the absence of diamonds. That will also give a lot of information. 5 8 9 2 3 6. So 1 4 7, and that gives 8 here, which gives 1 7 here, which gives 5 8 here. These would be 3 6 and 9. And now we can kind of fix them up, those 3 cells, because of the diamond there. 9 cannot be in the first cell. So you already have a difference of 3 here without a diamond. So this cannot be a 3. That's a 6, which means that's a 3 9. Excellent, right? Okay, 6 is in here. And look at these 3 cells. There is a 1 7 in them. Now if you have this cell as a 1 or a 7, then naturally one more cell will be adjacent to that, which will also be a 1 and 7, and difference will be 6. So that is not allowed without a diamond. So 1 7. And look at row 1, 3 7 and 8. So this will be a 7, and these would be a 3 and an 8, right? What do I do next? And 7 in here forces 7 and 1 here. Now look at this cell. This is also very restricted. It can only be 3 4 and 8. And if it's 8, then 1 is forced in row 7, column 1, not possible. 3 or a 4. If it's 3, this is 4. If it's 4, it is 3. 3 4. Excellent. Now look at this row. 2 8 and 9. So this is 2 or a 9. This is 8 or a 2 9 is in here, right? This is 8, which means this will be a 2 or a 9. You have one more diamond near this cell, and the difference is 7, which is a huge number. So if you have 2, then this 9 also is forced here. So it's not a 2, it's a 9 here, a 2 here, which gives a 2 here. Now 2 in column 1 goes here, which means there is a diamond in here. So that is a 4, which forces 6 in here. And now we know there is a difference of 2 between these two cells, which eliminates 9 from that cell, because 7 is not possible. So this is 1 or a 5. Now 9 in row 3 is forced in here. And 6 in row 3 is forced in here. Okay, look at these two cells. They can't have a difference of 2. So that means this is 8, this is 5. Now 6 can't go here. Excellent, guys. What a Sudoku, really beautiful. So 1 5, 5 is in here, so that's a 1, that's a 5. Now you can't have 8 unless there is a 1 9 pair. So this is a 3, this is 8. These would be 1 7, which means this is a 7, that is a 1, 3 4 and 8. So 3 and 8 gives a 4 here, a 3 8 pair in here. This is all just wonderful to decipher, right? Such a wonderful Sudoku. Now I have a diamond in here and an 8 in that column, so that's a 9. 3, 4, 5. Let's write that in for the column. Look at column 7, it's almost finished. 5 and 6. Look at row 8, 7 goes in these two cells, and which means these would be 1, 5, 9 for the row, and a row 8, column 8 can't take 5 and 9, so it is 1, this is 5, 9, this is 7, 9, and this is 5, 7. Let's look at the diamonds a bit. This one is not yet resolved, and it needs a difference of 3, so it has to be 8. Okay, 4, 7, 9 along the column, this is 4, so this will be 7, 9, and you can't have 7 here because there is no diamond, and difference will become 3. That's a 9, that's a 7, that's a 7, that's a 1, wow, that's a 5, that's a 7, that's a 3, 4, 1, 5 gives us 6 here, 5 here, 5 here, 3 here, 3 here, a 1 here, a 6 here, a 3 here, 8 here. That would be a 4 now to complete the row. 2, 5, 8, 2, 8 and 5. Wow, wow, just what a Sudoku by Plum Hippo. Basically this was created as training for one of the Deutschland Sudoku competitions, and what a wonderful attempt at that. I really enjoyed solving this variant, and I'm looking forward to give it during the GP, which I'll be taking shortly. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe to the channel and do leave a like and a comment. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.